Good morning, welcome to Friday, the 17th of May. Welcome to my channel, RLTW Strategies. Real quick recap. If you want to follow my Discord, I linked it in my description and description of the channel. You could find my Discord link. You could also speed up on the chapters if the video is too boring for some of you and you want to go see either the end-of-day recap, specifically just morning charting, or what happens at market open, or sometimes if I have a really good trade, I'll put that in the bookmarks. So don't forget, you could use the bookmarks. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe. I try to post daily. Sometimes the videos get very tedious when you're trying to edit, and I'm trying to work through how to make that process more efficient. But other than that, we'll go ahead and start looking into the news. So quick recap. Yesterday I blew 2 combines. TopstepX account is still active. That's like one of my longest acting accounts that doesn't really have a balance, but we try to build it every day. So with the TopstepX, we went $119 yesterday, and today it's still there. The Apex account, the funded account, we hit like negative $2,600 in the morning and spent the whole trading session, afternoon and morning, trying to build it back up. So I was able to get it up to negative $500 from negative $2,600, which that is a win in my book. And I got 2 rebuilds on 2 combines with Topstep, so we'll trade those later. Number 83 and 82. So with that, let's go ahead and look at the news and what we got going on today. Nothing really. We got U.S. leading economic indicators at 10, and then Waller speaks at 10:15. Market liquidity comes in at 9. We have 9:30 market open, and then 10 o'clock we got that news drop. So with that, here's the TopstepX account. We got $152,100. We can't go below 149.5. This is the progress yesterday. 119. If we go below 149.5, it closes the account. We got to build it up to 9,000. Right now we're at 2,000. Any day could be a killer day. So anyways, so 83 and 82, those are 2 brand new accounts. It's a monthly rebill. They were blown already, so when the rebill came, they automatically reset. Here's my Apex account. Yesterday we were at 101,800. Now we're at 101,200, almost 300. We lost 525 yesterday, so we can't go below. We can't lose $1,200. I think it closes out at 0. So 0 would be negative $1,200. I think. I'm still trying to figure out how the 3,000 drawdown works. So we'll just pretend that when we lose this P&L of 1294, we'll just say that's when the account's closed, maybe. It doesn't really show you where, I don't know where it shows you where your drawdown is. In Topstep, it gives you a visual representation of your end-of-day daily loss limit, which is $3,000. But once you hit that, you're like, this is your make or break. Your account closes when you hit the dotted line. So when that solid line of your max drawdown hits the dotted line, you can't hit the solid line. So it's very clear your max loss and your minimum balance and all that. So. And then that's the profit we got to get an XFA. And if I pass the Topstep combine, that will be my 15th XFA, which is sad to say, but hey, I try. All right, Mag 7. This is 6 of the 7. We got Apple, Nvidia, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, Google. You can put Netflix and Tesla on here. I do watch Palantir. I got some stock in Palantir. I think it could be $50, $70 stock. It is at 20 right now, so I just slowly start building positions. Every time it drops down to 20 or $19 a share, I'll buy another 100 shares of that. So slowly building that up. We go ahead and look at the ES and gold. So yesterday's high from gold, we got rejected at the 2400, 200 level. And we came down, we broke through here, we hit this bottom, bounced back up, so that was supported. I actually moved these a little bit to kind of, I think this was down here during, before the morning session today, before charting, I just moved it there. And then this level right here was supported, and we broke through this level. So in order for this level to be supported, we have to come back and touch it and bounce off it. So we could come up to here, come back down, touch this line and bounce back up, and then we have to try to break through this. So if we hit this line and rotate back up, it'd probably be a good idea to go long and have your target area about right here. But if we come up to here, break back down, and break this level, well, this is the next level, and then this is the next level, right? And then, you know, the trend line. So that's gold. The ES, okay, so this is the consolidated box from yesterday. And we dropped down. That was 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Let me move this up. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I kind of like you guys to see the time. But anyways, 4 o'clock, 4:30, we were down here, 4:30 in the afternoon yesterday. During the Globex session, we came up to here. This was the high from the Globex session. And we bounced off that pretty good. So what we could do is move that down there. Until we break above it, we will just say that's going to be the resistance level for the morning. So we got to break out of that. And then one or two things could happen. We could take rid of that box, or we could go ahead and put some resistance levels in this area and go ahead and mark them red. And then we could get rid of the box, and then we could use the box. We could actually use the box for this morning's consolidation, which that's probably what I'm going to do. Look at that. Freaking fits. Which is crazy. But anyways, point of control is at the 50% area. Remember what we said about the 50% area. The 50% area is also between these two levels, which is ironic. So what's going to happen? Just like every other day, right? We break outside the box, we're going to go up. If we break underneath the box, we're going to go down. That's the ES. And, you know, if we look at we'll go to the 2 hour, because we already drew the levels from yesterday, and I think they're still valid. We got the all-time high here, right? We got this mid-level here, we got this level here, and this level down here that we're going to have to hit. So, and that level, you know, that just corresponds with these levels over here, right? And if we drew our highlighter tool and we say, well, this was supported, and this was supported, and all this was supported, and we come over here, right? So this level, when the price of the ES comes down and breaks these levels, well, this might be a very strong level to reverse from, if that happens. But we still have to break this level, right? Which was this area. And you could draw a box in this area, because this is something that we could see, that all these candle wicks right here. All right, that candle wick, touched the box. We broke through it, supported, come down, touched it. Then we broke through it. Now we're coming back to this level. So this could be a buy area, somewhere that we could bounce off of and go up. So that could be a possibility. And that's only because we see resistance, and now we blew through it, and now we got to see if it acts as support. Okay. If we blow through this, we're coming down to here, because these candlesticks here, resistance, supported, resistance, kind of resistance. All right, what's going to happen there? So that's something to look out for. Let's go ahead and look at the NASDAQ. So we did the ES, we did gold. Let's go ahead and look at the NASDAQ. So the NASDAQ. All right, so I had a consolidated box here. I removed it. I probably should have kept it because we're kind of, I don't know if I want to draw the box now, but I won't draw the box. Only because I have this level here and we got that bottom level there. So I went ahead and readjusted some things. I'm gonna keep this here, right? Because this area has acted as resistance very heavily. We broke through to the all-time high, but it's still resistance level. And that resistance level could take us, well, it can't take us because there's nothing to go by, because that was the all-time high previously. This was the previous all-time high, and that was the previous all-time high. And we're right here right now. So we can't really draw that box back out. I thought it was going to be able to hit some levels, but it's not. But that is kind of a pretty good resistance area. You can see, price hit, and got rejected. So that is a very heavily resistant area maybe today, right? Only because, do we have enough momentum to retest the high today? Or are we going to come up, get rejected, and come down, right? Right now, I want to see if this box is going to be resistant. It could possibly be a resistant level today. That's something to look out for. I mean, we're battling on it. And the only reason I say that is because you see how price was supported, and now right now at this level, it's acting as rejection. But I don't know how strong that rejection is. No one does. And then we got the inefficiency zone, which we hit, right? And then we came down almost 50% of the resistance zone at 0.4 this morning. So that's pre-market low right now. And that's something that would be pretty nice to put on the chart, is pre-market low. Okay? If we break the pre-market low, we're coming down here and touching this box. If we break the pre-market low, it might act as resistance, and we're going to come down and touch the bottom of that box. So that will hit max profit on an account if we get on to an account. And then we got this buy area, right, which is a very strong area that we could bounce from because of all this buy area. All right, we got resistance there, some kerfuffling here, some resistance here. So now what's going to happen is resistance going to act as support in this box, because this whole box is a buy area from the bottom of that candle to the top of that candle. So is that going to act as support? And I didn't draw this 50% line. I just put this out here on a different time frame, this 50% line, and this is where I think we're going to go today. That's a big drop. We are currently at 18,668. Well, that's a 200-point drop. We could come down there. That is feasible. A 200-point drop on a Friday. And that drop could happen anywhere from 10 in the morning, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It could happen at any point in time. We could come up and retest the all-time high, and then we could drop all the way down and get come all the way down here. I was gonna say drop all the way down to Pound Town, but I don't know who's gonna watch this video and hear that comment. So that's what could happen, and that's what we're looking at with the ES, with the NASDAQ. Battling in this inefficiency zone, we got to break this level, we got to break that level and break that level, hit the all-time high, right? And then these are areas where you can either take profit or be prepared to do a short with a tight stop loss above. Like right now, well, who knows? It is low liquidity right now. It's 8 o'clock liquidity. Market's going to be moving right now, and we'll see. You'll see what happens going into the market at a market open. There's no news until 10, so this is just all jockeying for Friday. And most people, you could Google like how often does the ES or the NASDAQ close in the green on Fridays in May. or mid-May. And then there's an algorithms out there that will tell you, well, at the end of the day, usually the market closes at this specific time, but we're going to see some moves. It's not going to consolidate. It's either going to trap people, or it's going to trap people to the upside, trap people to the downside. It will move 30 or 40 points. We're only up 19 points right now. ES is up 1.25 points. We're only up 4 points on the Dow. And then, you know, oil. We didn't look at oil real quick. Let's look at oil. So we're consolidating. This just jumps out at you, this whole consolidation. And we got to break outside this consolidation box, right? I bought at the bottom of the box, which, as you can see, is a very smart area to buy. I got that idea from Dakota on slow markets, right? Anytime price comes down to this level, you should buy. You should buy oil. You know, unless, you know, something happens to where oil drops to $60 a share, $60 a barrel, which did a while back. But right now we're kind of consolidating in this area, and we got to determine if we're going to break up or we're going to break down, right? So we're at the 50% area. I don't know. I wouldn't buy at this level. I'd wait till we come back down here. So I got two alerts. I got one alert up here. If we break outside the consolidated area or attempt to break outside the consolidated area, I'll get an alert. And then if we come back down here close to the bottom of the box, it will send me an alert, and I could determine whether or not I want to go and buy oil. So that's the game plan for oil. We talked about the NASDAQ. That was quick charting session. Took almost 15 minutes. So with that, I will just go ahead and monitor the market, and I'll watch it. And then when 9 o'clock, 9:15 comes around, we'll go ahead and start editing from there. And market opens at 9:30. So I'll see you guys then. Have a good one, and I'll catch you later. Bye. All right, so it is almost 8:30, and it seems like we're bouncing off top of that inefficiency box and maybe breaking through this box of resistance that we drew during the charting session. We got to still see if the 5-minute is going to break it or not. So that's what I'm watching right now. And if it acts like resistance, you know, we may come back down to the point of control, pre-market Globex point of control, come down to the 50% area, or the box might be support right here on the 5-minute candle. That wick is a awesome area of support right here. So if we bought that at that drop, that could have been a possibility. We still have the EMA coming above the green Bollinger Band, the upper Bollinger Band. So if we hit the EMA and we keep going down to the top of this box and we break this box, well, this area is not acting like support, and we're coming back down to this level right here. So that's something to look for. This level will be where the VWAP's located. So if we come back and touch this, that's a possibility. If we break through that, well, you know, we got this area, this break of structure right here. This break of structure will definitely be an area where we could reverse. If we break the break of structure, well, this is the next area that we're going to hit. So that's just stuff that I'm watching during the pre-market session before the market opens. Just give me an idea of how the market is going to act, right? And again, if we bust through this, well, this is going to be the next area of resistance, and could possibly be a target area, take profit area, if you went ahead and bought from down here. So that's it. That's what I'm watching. All right, we're getting close to 9 o'clock liquidity. I wanted to record the 9 o'clock liquidity coming in. We're about 30 seconds away. Let's see what happens at 9. Usually you see gold's moving up. Usually see the indices moving up. We got Nvidia moving up. Look at that. Nvidia could move. We're almost in the middle of yesterday's action, right? The peak before it closed. We're coming up to that. So if we break 955, the market's going to continue going up today. Microsoft's kind of moving up, you know. It's Friday though too. Anything could happen Friday. Man, I can't believe gold. Look at that. Gold retesting. You can't see it. Dang it. All that. So gold's retesting the resistance level. This area looks like it was acted as support. So we'll go ahead and mark that as support because of that candle wick right there on that last candle. Bounced and then just moved up. So what I was talking about, Nvidia moved up. 955's here. If we could touch and hold 955, the market in general is probably going to go up. If we can't break 955 and we come up to 951, 952, and we get rejected from 952, we're dropping. And as you can see, we're dropping on the ES right now, and we're also dropping on the NASDAQ. And we're coming back down to see if this resistance area is going to turn into support. We're seeing that right now. It's 9 o'clock, 9:01. Let's see the volume. We haven't even broke 1,000 yet in volume. The most volume we had was at, I hate the time. So my computer is set for Central, and my Trade-Evate is in sync with my computer, and when I moved my computer settings, I couldn't place trades on Trade-Evate, so I can't update my computer settings. You can't see it, but it's 7:01, but it's actually 9:01, so it's 2 hours off. So back here at 4 o'clock this morning was the last time we had 1,000 contracts, not even 1,000 contracts. So we haven't even broke 1,000 contracts of volume, so it's very low liquidity at 9. But if you see the volume here, look how the volume picked up in this area. All right, the volume picked up in this area right here. And we're coming down. We're coming down to this. Okay, so that's another thing. If you wanted to play this, I wouldn't want to play it because I don't trust it. If you come in down here and put a buy, your stop loss is right here. And you can just buy one contract, then buy 2 contracts, and buy 3 contracts, and then have a 3 contract stop loss at this level. So you could play that. So when it comes down and retraces back up to this level, you're making 3 contracts worth of profit. I don't know why that's at 110. I must have been messing around yesterday. So if we got to 3 contracts, bought one, and we're here, and your stop is here, well, you're going to risk $200. You finally built your position. You started here. It's not going to be $200. It's going to be like $500 at that point. But then, you can make, if it comes down to here and reverses back up, you can make $2,500 on that move. If this is supported and if it builds your position all the way down. So we could test it. Let's test it. We could buy here originally, okay? And then we could buy here, and we could buy another one here. And then once all those get picked up, you'll see. So that's the play I was talking about. If you want to play this reversal pattern. And I need to learn how to build into a position because I go in with 5 contracts right off the rip and I get destroyed. So maybe I just start with 1, build to 2, 3, 4, eventually get to 5, and then watch the movement go up. So maybe that's what I'm going to do. So at least we're in 1 contract. 1 contract, $600 is good. Hey man, no one's complaining with $600 for the day. At the height of my career in the military, getting paid every day, right? You get paid on the weekends, you get paid every day. If I take my yearly salary and divide it by 365 days a year, my yearly salary after taxes, I made $281 a day. That's how much you make as a 21-year command sergeant major. I didn't have jump pay at the time in my last 3 years in the military, 4 years in the military. But that is what I made. So if I could just make $300 a day doing this, that's a comfortable living, right? Now, if we can make 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 1,200 a day, 5 days a week, time your weekly profit times 4, times 12, that's what you can make a year trading. But if you lose, well, every day you start over, which happens. There we go. We tested it again. We could possibly buy in one more time before it goes back up, but and let's see what our original risking 2, then we're risking 4, 6, maybe. $700 risk. Once it buys all our contracts, we'll risk $700 at this point for that trade, which will be almost $3,000, I think. No, $1,800. $1,800 profit, risking $700. Almost a 1-to-2 ratio. Apple's coming down. See what gold's doing. Gold's still going up. It did reach that double top that I was talking about. That double top resistance. We could both blow through it, or we could reject here and come and retest this level. And you can see it right here. So that's gold. That was a good buy. I was debating oil moving on up. We could possibly get to 80-40. We could possibly, let's put an alert here. I think we could get up there. So we have an alert at 80.47. And we're in a parallel channel too. You know, that's easy to see. We're in a parallel channel. So we could drop that open for sure. Break that trend, come back down the VWAP, point of control. We got the pre-market low. We could retest the pre-market low. If we can't, well, that's another thing. We got the point of control from yesterday right there. If we can't break the point of control from yesterday, man, we going down. Yesterday's point of control. If we can't break that, going down. Gold is breaking its double top possibly. Some people are shorting gold right now. Let's see if they're right. Nvidia came down a little bit. So I put a trend. They're simple technical patterns, right? Simple technical patterns. It's just a visual indication where price may be heading, right? If we break it, 5-minute candlestick, if it closes below a trend, it continues to go in that direction. But, you know, everything's a probability. Nothing's guaranteed. There we go. We're in 2 contracts. If we, you know, now we're risking $500 if it comes down to here. Now we may go up, and we can make $1,300 with 2 contracts to this level. But like I said, we got to break the point of control, so that's $600. And we could try. I really think we're going up to there. Actually, we may come up to here. We're only almost 600 contracts sold and bought. And then market book's going to clear, so this thing could drop and stop us out at 915, 920. That would have been a good buy. We bought right here after that bounce up. $2,600. Double top would have been 16. And our loss would have been $800. Risking $800 to make 16, 24, 36. You didn't see that. So gold move, right? If we went down here after this rejection here and we bought 2 contracts here, put our stop loss at $800. That would have been $1,800. Right now it would have been $2,800. If it keeps going, that would have been $3,700. So that's what levels do if you trust your levels, right? I'm learning to trust my levels. We're trying it here, right? We're building into our position. Risking almost $500 to make 1,000 on a pop. Damn, dropping 5 minutes before market open. We're breaking. Let's see what happens. Oh man, crazy. Don't know what it's gonna do. Apple's dropping. Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Nvidia, everything's dropping. Everything is dropping. Oh yeah, so we got stopped out, so we lost $700 on that drop. 3 minutes before it opens, 30 seconds out. Are you watching anything right now? Are you on your phone or computer? All right, we got market open. Let's see if we get a bounce off the point of control. I might wait to get in. ES bounced back up to the top. ES just bounced up to the top again. I don't know if it's gonna hold it. There we go. Is it collecting liquidity to go back down? Let me make sure I'm on the right screen. Nope, not on the right screen. All right, so got the NASDAQ came down here to the point of control. Right now we're at the VWAP. I don't know. So Microsoft's at the VWAP right now. Apple spiked up to 190 and it dropped back down to 189. It's indecisive right now. I don't know if we know which way it's going to go. We're in the inefficiency zone. We could come and retest this bottom area right here. No, I'm not. I'm just watching. Palm told me to wait 15 minutes. So I want to go in long, but I don't know if it's just grabbing liquidity and about to go back down. Well, I don't know if you watched my charting video, but I drew an orange box of a morning consolidation, and right now it's at the top of that consolidation box, about to break to the upside. But it has to hold it, right? Right now we're above the VWAP on the ES. It's fighting on top of the VWAP, so I don't know if it's grabbing liquidity in order to get pushed back down, and then we got to break the bottom of that box. Because if we don't break the bottom of that box, we're just going to consolidate. We're just going to range, right? So we could possibly just range for the rest of the day. But on the NASDAQ, man, it just jumped. Let's see, 651, 671. I mean, 20 points. It's ranging 20 points right now at open. And that could break someone's account depending on how many contracts you get. I'm going to try to scale in my positions. I'm debating whether I want to start off with my Apex account or maybe trade the TopstepX account and see if I could jump on a trade. I think we're going lower. We may break. We're below the VWAP on TopstepX. Grab liquidity. I'm going to go ahead and go short 5 contracts, up 300, up 400. That was a good trade if I could maintain it. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm negative 170, negative 200. It might stop me out. I was long. Let's see. Let me see if I can hold it above the VWAP. I'll lose 600. I'll lose 650 bucks if it takes me out. If it drops down, there it's dropping down. Do I move my stop? I always got to move my stop. If it stops me out, I'll get $200. Right now, if it goes down to my level, I'll make $1,300. And it's coming down. I'm up 750 right now. I'm moving my stop to 450, so it stops me out. I'll cash out with 450. If it hits my price target, it's 1375. It's going down. I want to move my stop so bad. It's coming back up. I'm gonna move my stop. 650. That's good for the day. First trade, 650. Let's see. 611. All right, well, it looks like we grabbed support. All right, so this is the NASDAQ. I put this green line here, and this is where I made that money, is on this red candlestick right here, on that drop. But look how close it was to that level that I put in, and it just bounced right there. And you can see this level right here. This level right here is an area of liquidity of, going long. So that level was supported as it moved on up. Now we have this level of resistance we got to break. And look where it just pulled back from. And then if you want me to show you on the ES, I mean, the ES is the same thing. Oops. So that's the range of the day. And if you're going to go long or short, I would decide to go long or short at those levels and not play the middle. Not to play the middle, right? If you want to risk it, next time it comes down, to the bottom Bollinger Band right here, maybe go long and put your stop right here. You could possibly wait and see what happens when it hits that level. Have a stop below that red candle, depending on how many, get one contract here, get another contract right at the bottom of that candle, and then put your stop, like, I don't know, right where that area is, and then see what that price is. But then again, that's going long, but we're below the VWAP too, so it's not really smart to go, if we stay in this range, right? This play could be valid staying in the range, and then you could go in and have your price target at the top of this orange box. And then you could do the inverse, right? You could do the inverse, and the market's not doing anything. It's deciding, it's at the 50% area of this consolidation zone, which you don't really want to trade on that 50% area. I do it all the time and I get chopped up, because you get chopped up on movements up 10 points from the 50% area and down 10 points. Because that's where price is visiting frequently, right? Price doesn't stay up here that long, and it doesn't stay down here that long. So those are the areas you want to enter in. You enter in the 50% area where all this liquidity is, man, you're just going to get chopped up like a mother, up and down, depending on which way you go. And if you could hold it, anyway, so those are the areas. If it's a range day, those are the areas you want to stay into. So something to think about when you're watching the markets and you're trading. Find your levels and find the consolidation zones. Oh, Pawn's in here too. Find the consolidation zones, and then you could trade at those areas. And that's a lot of stuff that I got to remember when I'm trading. And you don't, because you get like FOMO and you get like anxious and you see it dropping and it's like, I got to get in. Yeah, that's your psychology playing on you. Plus, as you're watching the market, everyone else is watching the market, right? So when you start feeling, I need to get in now, and if you're missing it, think about how many people are thinking the same exact thing. And look at this, we bounced again at that bottom area. And this is where I'm scared to enter. Now, there's a thing called, if you keep hitting it so many times, you're gonna break through it, right? On this trend, as you keep hitting that trend, you're gonna eventually break through it, probability wise. And look what we did. We broke through it right before open, and now we're staying below it. So that concept, if you're playing this range here to here, right? I mean, I just made $600 on that one half of that move. So, but that 5 contracts. So the longer we hit this lower level, the probability is we're probably going to break through. But, that's not guaranteed. Probability. Risk, man. That's why your risk has to be less than your wins. Have tight stops. So we're coming back down this level. I should have enough confidence to buy here, but I don't. I'm probably going to go long to hit this range again, because we don't know how long we're going to stay in this range, right? Look at that, 3 candles almost that we're staying in that range. 4th and 5th candle, if we keep hitting this level right here, we may break through it, or we may break through it now. It just depends on how much momentum. And then you got to look, okay, if you have you're on Top Step, but my trade debate, my volume went from, on that move right here, that candle move, my volume went from 14,000 contracts. The next candle was 9,000 contracts. Next candle was 7,000 contracts, 5,000 contracts. So right now we're at 4,000 contracts. So dropping down, volume is getting slower and slower and slower. Now, if volume slows and we just consolidate at this 50% area, we may drop lower, because volume will pick up, and then the buyers are tired of buying at this price above the box. So now prices are going to start getting accepted below the box. And then this is the pre-market low, and then Pawn could attest to this, pre-market low, gap up in the morning. We're going to gap down. We're slowly gapping down, back down to the pre-market low, which was 18,617 on the NASDAQ. And same thing with the ES. If you look at the ES, the pre-market low was 53.14, and now we're dropping down. We're at 53.16 right now, slowly dropping down. So I feel suspicious on the early chop. Yeah, man. So that $500, I would lock that in just because I'm scared. But you're on short, right? You're short. Where's your take profit at on the ES? Do you have one yet, or you just have the stop? What do you mean 600? Oh, $600? Oh, okay. Yeah, it might hit it. Like Pawn said, man, I don't know. We may reject at 53.16. We have to break 53.16. Yeah, Pawn says he feels suspicious about this movement. Just understand where you're risking against. It's okay to protect and break even. It's at 15 minutes, Pawn. You weren't on earlier. I scalped 600 on a move on my TopstepX. I haven't traded the funded account yet. Yeah, this could be building a base. It is also, I think we're retesting the low. I've been playing the Nikki at night on my phone on TradingView because it's a paper account. Man, if I do another week of making $6,000 every evening on the Nikki, I'm gonna start doing it on my funded account. I'm also going in with 10 contracts on the Nikki. Man, the NASDAQ's slowly dropping and the ES is still hovering at the 5-minute candles are getting smaller. We're also in a low volume area too. I don't know if you see it on the screen. We have a low volume area right here where price could reverse back to the point of control, which is starting to do it, kind of maybe doing it right now. Same thing with the ES. The bottom of that green candle, yeah, we might be bottoming here to go back to that resistance level above. But the ES is on a trend too, on the 5-minute. It happens so quick and you have to be ahead of it. It says Amazon or Google. Amazon is moving up. Amazon's above the VWAP. Google's above the VWAP. We're still waiting on Microsoft. Apple's above the VWAP. Microsoft and Nvidia are the only ones below the VWAP. I'm thinking maybe the NASDAQ has hit a base or building a base. I gotta wait for more 5-minute candles and I always get trapped when I see like Apple moving up, but the other Microsoft and Nvidia hasn't really caught up to the rotation yet. Because the ES looks like it's gonna break the trend. It's already at the point of control, it's moving up to the VWAP. It might be like this well, it's not gonna be like this all day. It's just choppy at this. Look how much we dropped from open. Now, let's look at the 30-minute. Look at that 30-minute candle range. I don't know if it's the same for the ES. I'm always looking at the NASDAQ. Yeah, that 30-minute candle range is the whole movement. It filled the gap from the pre-market low, came down, touched. Now it has to reject off the EMA, I think, in order for it to go down. We have a 15-minute candle touch on the 15-minute on the NASDAQ. We got to break, and that's where the point of control is located. Then the ES has to break above the VWAP if we're going to continue to retest the high of the morning. Nvidia turned around. We're at 938 on Nvidia. The lowest we were was at 935. Microsoft looks like it's starting to turn around. Amazon is still going up. Meta's going up. Google's going up. Jesus, everything seems like it's rotating up. And we're in the 50% range of that morning consolidation box that I drew. And then I get FOMO when I see this move right here. When it jumps like, how many points was that? Almost 10 points up. Now we're 10 points up from where I was going to join in one contract. So now I got FOMO. We rejected hard off the VWAP on the 5-minute on the NASDAQ. All right, so remember yesterday that buy block area that I drew out? We're having a similar pattern right now on the NASDAQ.
Order filled.
Just one contract. One contract at the VWAP. Put my stop in. Put my stop in.
Stop filled.
40 bucks. 26. commissions. Yeah, man, I wish I would have went in down there. Damn. As you can see, after I got stopped out with that one contract, the NASDAQ just moved all the way up.
Order filled.
I'm going down. I just got one contract. Yeah, but as long as it doesn't break that wick, you're good. But if it yeah, well. I just moved my stop, so I'll get out with $100. Yeah, I got
Stop
out.
filled.
100 bucks for the day on the funded account. So now we got lower highs. So now we got to see if this is going to be a high or low, and then we'll have a pendant forming. Right now we could range all the way down to 18,632, which is all the way down to 53.17, right? We could range all the way that distance before. So again, I read that drop right, and I should have held on. I shouldn't have moved my stop, and the market dropped down 50% from where I entered almost. Do we have enough? Do we have more momentum to go down? Apple's coming down. Nvidia just dropped to 937. We have Microsoft at 419.20. All the indices are down, are moving down. Oh man, we just dropped. Why isn't orders getting filled?
Order filled.
Okay, right here, I went ahead and went in with 2 contracts after the move. So after that big drop, I went in with 2 contracts. And what I expect now is for it to continue to go down to where my take profit is located. So let's watch this play out. Hopefully we don't get stopped out. At the bottom of that candle wick, I probably shouldn't have went in at the VWAP. Bad move. Yeah, keep going. See, I want to move my stop because I feel like it's going to pop up. I got to move my stop because I'm afraid.
Stop filled.
I'm afraid I got in too early, but I did scalp $50, so I'm up 157. What are you up? Man, I should have. I moved my stops, and look, the Nasdaq's still dropping down. So the ES is at the point of control, so I'd watch that level where it reversed again. So we're coming back down to that buy block area. My shorts just closed out on my paper account for $400. Unemotional trade. It might retrace 50% though before it goes back down, which is where the VWAP is on the NASDAQ. Okay, here we go. Here's the 50% pullback. Let's see. Let's see. Do I put a position in? Do I put one at the VWAP for a rejection at the VWAP? That's where the point of control. We have the point of control, the VWAP, and the EMA all located right there at 18,650. So we could pull back up to that 50% area, which is same thing with the. I have a level there on the. If it rejects off that VWAP, if it rejects off the VWAP and the point of control, I think I'm gonna go short. That was a quick move down. Jesus, that would have been a good short at that level, man. I was debating. I was talking about it where it was flat topping. I just don't trust it, man. You see it, and then your instinct tells you something. One day, hopefully, I'll have more trust in what I see, or believe what I see. I could convince myself doing anything, but when you get burned so many times, then you get like, I'm just worried about the next candle. What kind of momentum do we have on the next candle? What time is it? 11 o'clock. Okay.
Order filled.
I'm in one contract. I'll put a stop there. I'll add to the position. Maybe here. I'll put a stop there. Let's see if it's going to reject or blow through. How many minutes, how many seconds we got? We got a minute left on this candle. All right, so we got a lower high and we got a higher low on that reverse. I don't know, let's see. Microsoft, Nvidia, Apple. It just missed. I tried to add. I have a limit placed at 656, and it just went to how high did it go? It went to 655. How many? Oh, you went 2 contracts? Nice. Now this candle may mimic the last candle. I'm gonna move my stop loss because I'm scared. I only got 1 contract, up 120 right now. That could have been a hard, okay, I'm gonna move my stop. That could have been a hard rejection. That could have been a hard rejection at the VWAP. Let's see what this candle does. You're at the point of control on the ES. I'm below the point of control on the NASDAQ. Below the EMA on the NASDAQ. Oh, you are? Yeah. 2 contracts, dude. 2 contracts on the NQ? Damn. That's good. I don't know. It might pop back up to your entry price. I have another order set at 656. I have a stop at 649.50. For in case it goes up, and then I'll re-enter above. But if it drops right here, I don't know. Let's see. What time is it? 2 minutes on this candle. I got stopped out. 200 for the day. I was down 500 yesterday, so now 300. I have another order set at the VWAP again for in case it comes back and retests. Now we're above the VWAP. We might retest the top of that pendant. Let's see, what's the range of the day? I'm debating to go again.
Order filled.
Oh man, that was nice movement. $300 profit? All right. I'm in one contract and I moved my stop at like 75 bucks. Actually, let me move it there. Let me. Damn, I don't know what to do. I keep moving my stop. I'm gonna add to it.
Order filled.
I'll add to it. I'll add to it. No, 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 no.
Order filled.
3 contracts. Come on. Nvidia's going down a little bit. We're above the point of control. We're fighting the point of control and the EMA. Man, this thing could jerk up or down. Jesus. Is it bouncing right here?
Order filled.
4 contracts. Come on. Whew, sweating. Come on, drop, 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 drop. Come on, keep going. Keep going. That was the faker. That was the faker. Come on, give me one more down. Give me one more down. Come on. Come on. God. What do we got? Nvidia, Apple. Apple's coming down. Let's hope it has enough momentum. Nvidia, come on. Nvidia just needs to drop hard. It's Friday. It's lunchtime. 30 minutes till lunch. Everything is at the VWAP. Everything's at the EMA. Everything's at the point of control. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh my God. Yeah, neither do I. How many more minutes? 2.5? Damn. I'm gonna close out.
Stop filled.
What did I lose on that one? 122. Damn. I did that for you. I closed my position for you. Jesus. Fuck me. Oh, what do you got? What do you got? Everything's dropping. Everything's
Order
dropping.
filled.
I hope so. Come on, let's go. Damn. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, grab liquidity. Oh man, Apple's turning around.
What the hell is going on? Oh, there it is. Try to put a stop in and it wouldn't go. It's gonna hit my stop loss. And come on. Do I do the moron trade and add more on? Man, Apple's coming down and Nvidia's moving up a little bit. Hmm. moved my stop. I got tired of holding it when it was a negative 500 bucks.
Stop filled.
$3 in the negative. I lost 120. What was that? $150 I was up. Now I'm only down negative $3. All right, man. I'm gonna take a break. I'll talk to you later. All right, so let's do a recap real quick on the trading session. So did some trades. We are down $3, which I'm okay with. I'm happy with that. $3. On our TopstepX, we are up 611. I try to do this short right here. It's just ranging. I gotta take a break, man. And look, now it's finally dropping. I had 5 contracts. I had 4 contracts. We hit a loss. I'm on a paper trade right now. Here we're coming back down, man. So that's it for the afternoon session. I gotta go outside. I gotta go work out. I gotta go for a run. With that, I will see you guys hopefully maybe this afternoon. It's a Friday. Enjoy your Friday. If I end up doing some more trades, I'll try to capture them. If not, I'll see you guys on Monday. Stay tuned. This video may continue, but right now I'm taking a break. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good lunch. All right, we're back from taking a break. Had a protein shake. I went ahead and went to the 4-hour and 2-hour, and I drew this buy area. And the minute I drew this buy area, this big green box, I had a buy area here. I drew this one with a 50% level, and the minute I drew it and I went back to the 5-minute and collapsed my screen, we dropped into that larger buy area block up to the 50% area. So we did a retracement right away. It is 10 minutes till 15 minutes before 1 o'clock. And let's go ahead and change this to a brighter green, buy block area in purple. From this morning, and we had this larger buy block area in the 50% range. So the minute I drew that out, what happened? Well, I think it was a liquidity pull to the downside for a reversal to the upside. So they grabbed all this buying area right here, right? We got an area there, we got an area here, and that area matches. So that is where the market dropped down to. So now we're going to see if this is going to hold or if it's going to retest. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a retest of that area. We are in a 4-hour bull flag right now. We did trace down from open. I did some paper trades while I was at the gym. I got into a long down here, 5 contracts, and closed it up. I moved my stop to here underneath the VWAP. It went all the way up to there and came back down and stopped me out. It was a pretty good chunk of change. Still in my long oil, 9 grand profit. The Nikkei, I have a couple of my alerts went off in the Nikkei. And other than that, we're waiting to see if this is going to be a support or a drop area. For the Mag 7, we got Meta, Amazon, Apple, Nvidia's coming down to the day low, 2-day low, 2nd-day low. Same with Microsoft. We got Alphabet up on its almost to its high of the day, higher than yesterday. And we're gonna see if we're doing a reverse or not. We got gold. Gold's been trading at the levels. We did a gold trade, scalped $100. We were down, man, I was down negative 200, up 100. Now this is the funded account. We're up almost 350 bucks for the day. The TopstepX account, I haven't traded from since this morning, and we still up 600 on that. I don't think I'm going to trade this anymore today. I think 600 is good. I just want to focus on trying to see if we could make another 100 off of the funded account. Maybe another 300. Man, I could go for a buy here. Is this going to be a reversal? We could build a position, 1 contract at this level. It was a strong reversal. I'll give it that. It was a strong reversal. We're still in the inefficiency zone. We did hit the 50% of the inefficiency zone. And what did I tell you about the 50% area, right? So that could be today's low. We broke pre-market low, but we weren't able to maintain it. And now we're moving back up. So that is a possibility. All right, so we dropped down to the 50% area of the inefficiency zone. And if you can see, we have liquidity in that area right here, and then we just retested it. We did touch the pre-market low. We broke through the pre-market low, but we weren't able to maintain it. All right, we've got a huge volume area right here. We're heading back up to it. Feel like I'm missing out on moves, man. FOMO, definitely FOMO on the range day today. We do got this trend that we need to break. If we could break this trend today, we'll be sitting pretty if we could capitalize on that. So we'll see if we could break that trend. We got Nvidia moving up. We got the ES is at the VWAP. ES is at the middle of the range of the consolidated area. Here's that consolidation area that I drew this morning. We have a buy block down here that seems to be supported multiple times throughout the day. We got supported here, pre-market, supported all right here. We've been getting lower lows, but they've been rejecting really hard at that level, at this buy block area. So if this is support, we're gonna go higher for the next couple days. Again, we got to retest that VWAP, break that trend, and before 2 o'clock, 2:30, you know, we could still go down for the day, and we could still pop up for the day. So those are the two scenarios. Right now, 15 minutes looking pretty on par with the trend. Oil seems to be catching a bid to the upside finally. This was the area that it kind of was hovering at today. All right, support, resistance, now support. 79.44, we could go into the weekend at $80 a barrel. Again, we could reject right here. We're at the ES with the, we're at the VWAP with the ES. We could reject out the VWAP on the ES. Just waiting for another trade. That was a good long play from the bottom of that wick. But we've been getting lower highs all morning since 9 o'clock, 10:45, 12, 12:45. That could be a short area right there. Another short area. ES is catching a bid to the upside. We're breaking the VWAP on the ES. ES is catching a bid to the upside. I'm gonna try to play it. Going again right here. Bouncing off the point of control. EMA is below us on the ES. Right here. EMA. ES tried to break through a trend. End up coming back down. We're still waiting on 130 liquidity, but you know, we might come down to this level and then bounce back up. But right now it looks like we're hitting the EMA. We still got to break this area if we're going to go down lower. This area might turn into resistance. Apple's coming down. Just don't know if it's going to hold or if it's faking people out. It's best to wait for liquidity. Possible 4-hour bull flag. I don't know if I said that already. I mean, we got this going on. Bull flag. Actually, I should have just done this. Here we go. Looks like we're dropping. Is it going to hold or bounce? Apple dropped hard.
Order filled. Order rejected.
Waiting for a retest at 623. 625 maybe. 625.50. Stop out. And we got the EMA way over there. It could spike up.
Order filled.
Pre-market low, we just went below pre-market low. Let's see if we go back down below it. Pre-market low is 617. I'm betting on a rejection at the top of this box. Right here. Might have got in too early. 604. 604 could be the target. That pivot point could be a target too. Ah, 30 seconds left on this candle.
Stop filled.
Down 400. And I had the right idea.
Order filled. Stop filled.
That's what I wanted. That trade.
Order filled.
Good reversal. Holy shit. That was a good reversal. Good reversal.
Stop filled. Stop filled. Stop filled.
All right, we're up 500. Recovery trade on that reversal play. All right, so let's do a quick recap. All right, so we're up 589 today. All right, we lost 500 yesterday. We're back up 500 today. All right, we made 611 on our TopstepX account earlier this morning. And I have 2 combines that we did not trade today. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not trading those combines. We'll trade those combines tomorrow, Monday. And with that, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for those that watch my channel. those want to learn how to trade, my Discord is MYKE175. I tried to do the link thing. I'm going to YouTube on how to link your Discord channel on your web YouTube. But if you go to Discord and you type in MYKE, I'll put it up on the screen in the beginning of the video. With that, hey, be disciplined, scale in, learn to scale in, don't move your stops, be patient, let the trade play. Let's build it brick by brick, man. That's how you build a house. Wood, nail, studs, foundation, subfloors, leveling. Anyways. All right, I'll see you guys. Have a good weekend. Talk to you later.